Welcome to another segment of Cook It. This is Barbara Thiel, County Home Economist, Cooperative Extension Service. And today we're going to do a segment on oven frying. You know, everyone does like fried foods, but when they're told to cut down on the fat, they think they can't enjoy good food with less fat. Today we're going to show you you can. Because yes, it's all right to fry once in a while, but when you like the taste of fried foods and you want them often, then it isn't. There's just too much fat in the diet, too many calories. So we're going to do potatoes, a version of potatoes that are absolutely excellent, but you take the fat way down. Just take a vegetable spray and spray your pan that you're going to put in the oven. All right? Then you're going to take some potatoes and we're going to cut them like for steak fries. We're going to just cut them in nice big wedges. We're going to have potato wedges. And we're going to put them in a bowl. We're going to do about 4 potatoes, like you would for a normal family. And they've been scrubbed. You can leave the skin right on them. Just scrub your potatoes. There's a lot of nice thin skin potatoes available. Make them nice and chunky. And of course, if your family really doesn't like them, as we call steak fries, you can cut them thinner. But they cook up nice when they're in wedges. Well, that's not too big. It's just a nice wedge to get a hold of. So we'll cut up a few here. Be surprised how many that makes. And then we're going to take our vegetable oil, just our plain cooking oil of your choice, what you buy, and we're going to put, let's put about a couple tablespoons on there. That'll be plenty, believe it or not. Just drizzle it on and then just coat it. Actually, if you take your hands to coat it, it's easy too. And just drizzle it. Make sure they're all coated. You see how easy if you drizzle it, that was plenty. I just took a tablespoon and it was a good tablespoon, wasn't it? But we don't need extra. They're coated well. You're just wasting oil and adding fat. Just coat them all over. There, that was plenty. Just a generous tablespoon. We take our prepared pan. And then just arrange the wedges. I'm going to just take them right out of here. And then you have your oven heating. You go in a 475 degree oven, a hot oven, and it's called oven fried potatoes. And we'll put those in, and they're going to turn out in about, I would say they take about a half hour. And you don't have to turn them a lot. You can turn them once. If you turn them, use a spatula to turn them. And they don't stick. If you want to lightly salt them, you can. That's up to you. Salting is strictly optional. And there we go. And there's a nice bunch of oven fried potatoes for a family, all ready to go. And I'm going to put them right in a hot oven. I have a 450 degree oven. All right. And now let's take a look at some fish. You know, everybody says, I like fish, I should eat more fish. It's good protein, it has very little cholesterol, and there's no fat. But you know, I only like fish fried. And if I have fish fried, that ruins the purpose of the fish. So today I'd like to share with you a recipe for an oven fried fish. We're going to have it the same temperature of the potatoes. We can start our potatoes. We could be making up a little salad and marinate the fish. This fish is being marinated in a low-fat, low-calorie Italian dressing. Now you could use a French dressing or any type of a dressing or marinade of your choice that you like. It takes about 15 minutes, and this has been marinating that length of time. Well, while your potatoes are cooking and your fish is marinating, you could whip up a little salad. All right, after the desired time, what you're going to do is you're going to take your pan, and again, you're going to spray it with a spray so the fish won't stick. These sprays are wonderful. There's all kinds on the market with all kinds of oils. Very good. All right, and we're going to take some just plain bread crumbs. Inexpensive, or make your own. Toast your bread, make your own bread crumbs. When you have extra bread, let them dry out. You don't have to buy bread crumbs. Put them in a blender. All right, just take a shallow dish, put your breadcrumbs in there, and take your marinated fish with all the nice seasonings on it, and just pat it into the crumbs real thoroughly. It's all right to get your hands in there. Hands wash off. There they go. Those are nice fillets. You can buy cod, haddock, or again with the pollock when it's reasonable. They all cook up nice. And just coat them. And take a spoon here and put some breadcrumbs on there. Or you could buy one of the seasoned breadcrumbs too. Why this recipe calls for plain is because the marinade has been seasoned, but you can be creative. You could use a little wine vinegar, make your own marinade too. You wouldn't have to purchase your dressings, but it gives it a flavor. And just lay them out flat, and in a hot oven they go. And we're going to put them right in the oven. And that'll be a delicious fish. In fact, you're going to hear the children say, or your husband too, why don't you serve this more often? I didn't know fish could be so good. You could do this with a chicken breast. You could do it with pork chops. Be a good coating, and you can oven bake them. You'll find once you oven bake, you really do cut down on the fat, gives it a different flavor, and use different marinades, different dressings for variety. It's a real good way to cut the fat in your diet and still eat well. Have a baked potato sometime for variety too. There's lots of vegetables that you can put in the oven. Squash, just a lot of things you can do, a vegetable medley. Okay, I'll put those in. I'm going to rinse my hands off. There we go. And we're going to put this right in the oven along with our potatoes. Oh, and those potatoes are cooking. They're bubbling right along. Okay, now we'll move this out of sight. I'm just going to put it right back here, and we'll bring on another tray. We'll change places. And again, I'm going to start by spraying. This is going to be another oven fried. I'm going to spray this real well, okay? What I have here is lean ground beef. Now you buy it, you purchase it lean, and it's supposed to be lean, but we all know there's still a lot of fat. So what I'm making today, I'm going to make some meatballs. And we're going to, yes, oven fry them. They're great just to serve. They're great for spaghetti. Make stews with them. Appetizers, too. You can do a lot of things with meatballs. So we'll just break up our nice lean burger. And then in the processor, I put some green pepper, some onion, parsley, any seasonings that you like. And again, the fresh seasonings are so good that parsley smells wonderful. We'll put the seasonings in here. And then we're going to, I think we'll just have an egg. We'll just break an egg in here and beat it up. What you can do too is beat your egg ahead of time. Let's just give it a little whirl here so it gets well blended. Just give it a little. And you can always put a little bit of milk in here, a little tomato, a little something so that it too will give a little flavor. I'm just going to use a plain egg right now, or you can use the egg whites or the egg substitutes. You don't have to use the whole egg, but the egg gives it a little binding, kind of holds the meatballs together. But again, you can change what you use on that too. Now, for a binding agent, of course, you can use bread. You could use some oatmeal. We need to get our oats in the diet. That works real well. Today I just happen to have some rice cooked up. And how many times don't we use it? We get a dab of this or a dab of that and we just don't use it. So, seeing I have all this rice, I thought I'd just put a little bit of rice in here and that'll make a nice meatball. There we go. I like rice, so put enough. I know some people, they don't care for a lot of filler, so depends on your family, but it does help hold them together. So I'm going to put some rice in here. And there we go. And then you just shape them into the size that you would like. And put them on our sheet for baking. And again, they will go in a hot oven. Use a spatula to turn them, to handle them. And it's a real fast way while you're making your spaghetti sauce. They can be right in the oven cooking. Really nice for appetizer. You can make a sweet sour sauce while they're in there cooking for something different. With the rice in here, it'd be really nice to have a sweet sour sauce. Just the uses are endless. And then all the fat is gone because it's going to come out. It's going to come out with the oven frying. Okay, that looks like it's blended real well. See how nice they stand together? So let's go ahead and make some meatballs. Now if you want them all the same size, you know what the secret is. You get a little measuring cup or a scoop. If you've got a scoop, that's great. And then they come out, like if you're doing appetizers, if you take one of these scoops and just go for each one, then they all come out the same. It works out real well. But I'm not going to be that particular today because we've got a lot of things to show you. But anyway, in they go. Real festive, real nice. And it only takes a minute. It doesn't use that much energy, too, to use your oven because the oven is hot and it's quick. It's a quick oven frying. It's a fast way to go. And believe me, while you're cooking your dinner that way, your meats, your vegetables, you can whip up a salad, you can set the table, get things organized. And once you get in the habit of oven frying, you're going to like it. And you're going to find that meat and food does not taste greasy anymore. So now I'll finish this up and put it in the oven with our others.
Remember how good it felt the first time you gave 5? Well, now there's another way to give 5. Set a goal to give more. 5 hours a week and 5% of your income to the causes you care about. It'll make you feel like a winner every day of your life. So give more. Give 5. Call 1-800-55-GIVE-5.
Now I know everyone's agreeing with me on the oven frying, but a lot of you say, well, I buy lean meat and there's just no fat in it. Or you might say, I buy the turkey burger. Well, let's take some lean. This says 100% pure, 50% less fat. So what I've done is I've put the turkey, the fresh turkey meat, right in here, the ground turkey meat in a strainer. This is a good heavyweight, heavy-duty strainer. I'm going to put it over a measuring cup, and I'm going to open the microwave, and I'm going to put it into the microwave. Now, this is a good method. Oh, we'll put it on for about 3-4 minutes. A good method to go when you're going to make chili, just loose spaghetti, different ways with the burgers, because you're going to see that there's a lot of fat. So when you do this method, you do take the fat off. But again, if you won't do this step, it's better then to oven fry, because you will get a lot of fat from the oven frying. Because when it says 50% fat, it's still going to have a lot of fat. Well, if you read the label, it'll tell you there's still 12 grams of fat in here per serving for the 3-ounce serving. So 12 grams of fat is quite a bit, and the product contains no more than 15% fat, whereas USDA standards for ground beef is 30% fat. So that's where they get their 50%. So let's just see in a couple of minutes how much fat we do get off of this product. And while that's happening, I'm going to slide back over here and take a look at our oven fries and see what's going on. And we'll bring some up right here. I'm sure you can see. Oh, that oven is nice and hot. And just look at the potatoes. See there's plenty of fat on there. I'll take a spatula, like I told you to use. Just see the fat bubbling, and you saw I just used that scant spoon, and I put the spray on, and look, they're browning. How nice they're browning, how nice they're cooking. Really, and they smell good. See, that's plenty of fat. And they're going to be nice crunchy steak potatoes here. Nice wedges. Okay, I think our fish is about done. I'm going to pull that out next, put the potatoes back. Oh, the fish is just great. It is done. Now, doesn't that look good enough to eat? Garnished with some parsley, some lemon wedges. Look how nice and brown that got. Really, you don't have to turn it. You don't have to turn it at all. Nice, crunchy, and it doesn't stick. Serve it very easily. Once you have fish like this, you'll enjoy it. So easy to handle. All right, I'm going to put the meatballs in now. And the 1 pound of beef, look at the nice platter we got. Now we'll put them in, and you'll be surprised at the fat that'll come off of this beef too. All right, well, let's see what's going on in our microwave here. Well, we're down to just a minute left. I think I'm just going to go ahead and leave it for a minute, because when it's done, then you should see it should be done. I'll move the fish back so we can pull out our ground turkey and see what happens here. Just about done. Let's take a look. Oh yes, we're getting quite a reaction here. And you can see there's just needs to be stirred, but it's not quite cooked. But look what's draining here. Got a lot of fat coming off. So this indeed is a good way to go if you're going to use this meat for chili, spaghetti, sloppy joes, tacos. It is good meat, and it's reasonably priced, and it is a good source of protein. But there's still a lot of fat that needs to come off from it. And as you can see, just a lot of fat coming off. So let's put it back. Really needs to go a couple minutes more to finish up. Okay. So I hope from this demonstration on oven frying, you've learned new ways with burger, new ways with fish, new ways with vegetables, and new ways to take the fat off your ground beef, because let's face it, we all use a lot of ground beef in our menus. It indeed is a budget stretcher. So I challenge you all to be creative and learn new ways to oven fry. And if you have any questions, call the Cooperative Extension Service, and I'll be glad to answer them from you. And this has been Barbara Thiel, County Home Economist, with another segment of the Cook It Show.